How was the Whitecap games, guys?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we showed up at the
We showed
bar.
we showed up at the pub.
And it took a little bit to get the crowd going. I was kind of like, this is kind of lame and kind of, quiet. But then the drums kicked in. I was impressed.
The megaphone.
And all of a sudden, there was just a humongous crowd walking down the street. And I was just like, where did this all come from? And how come I've never heard of this? I've never seen this on any media.
No.
It was like the march. That's what they call it, right?
Yep. Yeah, the march down. To be honest with you, I haven't heard about any of this prior to a couple weeks ago. So this is the first time I've ever really experienced it. I mean, I did it a couple weeks prior, but once I saw the march and participated in it, I was like, we got to do this. This is amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I wish you were there.
It looked good. I'll look forward to the clips you guys are going to post.
Yeah.
We'll go again.
Yeah.
I'll get 4 tickets. We'll go again. We can vlog it and we'll post it. But because it was great, I think all 4 of us would love it.
But I think like the highlight of the day or the night was to sit in that section, right?
Definitely that section is the section you want to be in, because there's language, there's taunting, there's
Joe.
It's fun. There's Joe.
There's Joe.
Yeah.
Like he's the
life of that section.
superstar of that section.
Absolutely.
And there's another guy, the brown guy.
Was the behind us. Yeah.
I mean, those 2 guys together.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Absolutely.
And then I'm there every weekend to watch those 2 guys.
Yep.
The brown guy was hilarious. Like his wit and
the banter back and forth between the 2.
Like his timing, I was just like, this guy should be on Comedy Central doing roasts.
Yeah.
Like his own
was
roast
quick.
show. And Joe just took it really nice. He was great. But I mean, the things that he was doing was stuff like, calling the security guard too old to be a security guard.
Or too fat. What are you going to do? How are you going to chase me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good.
What did you think, Elliot?
Yeah, I enjoyed that fully from the beginning to the end. Listen, I'm not a huge soccer dude. My time on the playground was spent playing hockey or rebound, which was kind of like a squash-ish game. Anyway, right? Like, hence becoming a goalie, but we're not here for me. We're here for the Whitecaps. And from the start, from the pub, not the Blarney Stone, what was it? Dublin's Crossing?
Dublin's, yeah.
So you get there and we meet the crowd, and immediately it's, I guess we got there maybe a little early or what, or another a group gathered, and then because it seemed like all of a sudden from 0 to 60, there's like 100 people, and now we all start marching, and it seemed like more and more, and and it's a thing. You can see people like taking pictures and stuff, and that's dope and super cool, and that atmosphere doesn't exist here for hockey.
No.
Doesn't exist here for the Canadians.
No.
It doesn't exist here for the Lions.
No.
So, it's for sure a very European thing to bring over, and I'm all for it because it was, very cool. There wasn't like, and it was, I'm sure they do it every week, maybe not, or every game, maybe not.
I'm not 100% sure. It might just be weekend games. I'm not sure if they do it during the week.
I'll
find out.
And the route was short enough that even if people complained about anything, like it's like 4 blocks. Give me a break, right? And it was a quick, and dude, it was, so getting there was really cool. The game itself was very entertaining. Listen, it's every people watch it on TV. I think this is funny. You watch it on TV, and yes, it's kind of boring. It can be.
Sure.
1-goal games. I get it. We're talking about speaking into the mics, and here I am not speaking into the mic. Sorry. Yeah, so being there though, and we were down low, we were like front row right up there, and I'll get to that in a second. But that atmosphere, like being there at that game, I mean, obviously going firsthand is better than just watching it on TV for some stuff. I found it incredibly entertaining, especially like when it's, you know, in your section or, you know, even further away, and you can kind of see play developing or if a man's unmarked and stuff. So, you know, and plus that Jumbotron, and like you can really kind of follow it at the far end too. So yeah, I was entertained that whole time, and part of that was because the menu, like things there were cheap.
Yeah.
It wasn't $140 for, you know, a slab of sushi with, you know, some salmon and sprinkled with at a hockey game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I get it. We're in the West Coast, and
Or $30 for a beer.
yeah. So it was $5 for a
I
beer.
feel
It
like
was,
the
hold
wa-
on, John. Was it? It was $5 for beer, right?
We were in the $5 menu section.
Yeah,
Yes.
so-
That's not all the way around the building like
Hey.
that, but still.
Cool story. It was there.
I was going to say, I think the Whitecaps is more of a blue collar sport. Well, because
yeah.
even the tickets that
Dude.
we had, front row tickets, they weren't expensive. They were reasonably
and
priced.
that's my list bottom last
Okay,
thing.
sorry.
This is-
Sorry.
No, it's fine,
Yeah.
dude, because that's part of this, the $5 menu
Yeah.
thing, like $5 foot long. Like families can go
Yes.
for cheap.
Yeah.
Like
And cool people can go.
I don't have kids,
Yeah.
right? You do. You got, you know, and for you to take them to go, it's way easier to go to a Whitecaps game for the money value than it is to the Canucks, which we'll get to. But yeah, no, and then the section thing, I'll just touch to that. You know, we were pretty much next door to the Southsiders.
Southsiders, up the fucking Southsiders.
Up the fucking south side.
I want it on his shirt, bro. So, yeah. So if you're like a rowdy dude, you go up there, or you know, you get invited over to the south side there. But like, if you're not, if you just want to enjoy it, or maybe sit close enough that you can see it, you know, like you know, when there's a fight about to start at the bar, and you just kind of go. Right? Like, you know it's about to happen, so I don't need good seats. I'll watch from back here, right?
Homer
I don't want to
Simpson
catch
walking-
one. Yeah. I don't want to catch one. So, yeah, I think, you know, like, that's really cool, and I kind of noticed that, too. And I think, you know, so that's, you know, for family and stuff. I just thought that overall atmosphere and everything was really cool. Now, when that guy scored 99...
Yep. Yep. I have the whole video.
Dude.
John, just in case you don't know, 99 is apparently this guy that's had the Whitecaps number all year long, or even like previous years.
Yeah.
And he scores and like big goals, and he just kind of destroys the Whitecaps, I guess. And he's got some attitude as well.
Yep.
So it's a Brad Marchand to the Leafs kind of thing. Cool.
Yeah.
And so what did they do when he scored?
When he scored,
Yeah.
Listen,
he walked
I'll let you
right
know what
over
he
to
did.
us to let us know about it, right? Yeah. And Joe, I bet you he knows Joe. Like, he
Probably,
probably
yeah.
goes to Joe just to rub it in, right?
Yeah.
Because Joe went ape shit, right?
The Whitecaps have played LAFC in the playoffs a couple times, like for playoffs and everything, and throughout the year. So
You need to feed me a donut.
this guy is well known
Donut or cookie?
to the Whitecaps for destroying the season,
yeah.
right? So yeah, he's a well known player.
Brad Marchand.
The Brad
that's
Marchand.
That's a good
Analogy.
Yeah.
I like it.
No.
I want the green fucking goo.
What is that?
Green
So
goo.
you're gonna tell us what happened when
Marshall.
Ninja Turtle.
when 99 scored the
Okay,
goal?
hold on. Let me put.
Look at that. Look at it. It matches the straw.
We're gonna have to blur this out later.
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
My poor
What's
mother.
gonna happen when someone eats the Boston cream?
My poor mother.
All right. So,
I'll let you know later. Like and subscribe. Okay, so what happened?
so-
I'll let you know what happened. So I see him earlier in the match when they had come down in like a corner or a play at our end, or oh no, he got hauled down. Or he hauled one of our guys down, I think is what it was.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. I don't know if he got carded for it, but there was like a free kick for it or whatever, right? But like, and I saw he was wearing 99.
Yes, because you made a point.
Oh,
right
you
then
do
and there.
not. And then I was like, well,
Well, they don't.
here's no.
Yeah, but here in Canada,
Here's the segue is can you wear it now?
Oh.
No.
Why? Ovi's the fucking captain now. He's the one with all the goals.
I don't think you can unretire a number.
No.
No, I mean not retire from like beer league and stuff though.
But
Like,
60,
hey man.
66 is also sacred.
Well, is
No-
it?
no-
I've seen
nobody-
guys wear 66.
Who?
Like in beer league and
Oh,
stuff.
beer league.
You know, like yeah.
in
Those
beer
guys
league,
are idiots.
So
there's a guy
Anyway.
in Delta who I've played with,
great. It's a great.
and he wears the full Wayne Gretzky white Jofa, no shield, no face cage, nothing. The Team Canada red 99, the whole thing.
Beautiful.
It's kind of interesting.
Well, who cares about that guy, right? Like, that's just one guy out of a million, right? But most guys know that you don't do that, right?
Most guys in like organized competitive hockey will never do that. But then in beer league,
Anyways.
there's always someone that's a character.
Okay. Let's get back to soccer guy. Which I don't even know his name. Who are ya? So I lay into him because it happened
Early on.
30 yards ahead of us. And my voice carries at least that. Thanks, Army. So I know he heard every word of me telling him to take that number off and that he was like a POS for pulling that guy down or whatever. I may or may not have been inebriated. So then, not even like 10 minutes later, he gets pulled down because he is a good player. And he scores it was a penalty, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he scores a penalty. He comes right over
Yeah.
in front of me, and I'm just like, you right now.
It's all caught on video, by the way.
I'm sure. And you know what? I watched the highlights because I was like, Jess, if you watch this and you know what's going on, you're gonna laugh. And it didn't really I wish there was a shot of it because it was pretty good. And he for sure was leaning into it and oh, good for you, sir. So that was a lot of fun. Like that, and you get that there because of kind of how it's set up.
If you're gonna help him with that now. You got a fresh one.
And you too! Get the fuck out of here!